Tugo is not only an architect, he is also an award-winning photographer. Tugo, as an architect, why you are so devoted on photography?
I think to a certain extent, I think architecture and photography share a lot of similarities and philosophy. For example, it's like a reverse process. Photography is to make two-dimensional pictures out of three-dimensional objects. For example, you shoot a three-dimensional building, you capture it from specific angles and make it a two-dimensional abstract of your own perspective. Whereas architecture would build on two-dimensional drawings, and you apply structures, surfaces, materials, and make a two-dimensional drawings into three-dimensional buildings. So the two things kind of a reverse process or reciprocal of each other, and I think they share a lot of common philosophy. For example, you both of them takes a lot of creativity and a sense of aesthetics and how you see things from different angles. And it's just like when we're doing school projects. We take the brief and then we analyze the brief and think of a new way to present an idea. It's just the same in photography. You undertake a project and you search for new angles, new perspective, new interpretation to a certain theme. That series of pictures is actually capturing the relationship between city and nature of Hong Kong. That exhibition, because it was held in London, I want to show the viewers in UK that Hong Kong landscape or nature in the city is very special in the sense that they are very close to each other. If you're in city and you want to go for a hike or you want to go to a beach, you just need to take a very short time that it would take you to go to the mountains and the nature to enjoy a hiking or the beach, etc. But in some other places, they have very beautiful nature, but you have to travel a very long time to go there. So in that series of pictures, I want to show that very close relationship between nature and city of Hong Kong so that the people in other countries will understand more the built environment and how our city works. It's about the vernacular landscape in China. We all studied architecture and we understand what vernacular architecture is. It's about how we apply local knowledge and local materials to build according to certain conditions. And in that series of pictures, Water and Earth is the vernacular landscape of China. It's about how people reshape the nature with their local knowledge to fulfill the basic purpose of making food. For example, they reshape the mountains to make rows of terrace field to grow rice. And for example, in Tibet, the local people used mud to build platforms to dry the salt water deep down from the well. So it's all about how different people in different regions apply their own knowledge to reshape the nature just for food. And the interesting thing is all these landscapes have very strong and significant geometries and lines and shapes. For example, the rice terrace, they have very beautiful curves, whereas in the salt fields, because they're mud platforms, they have like different squares, rectangles, and so you can see a lot of different geometries in these pictures. And I like this series a lot because they reflect the local knowledge of the people and how people change the landscape. As a photographer, as I said, they share a lot of similarities, and I think because of these similarities, they actually positively feedback to each other. For example, they need creativity, they need aesthetic sense, and I think sometimes photography may give inspirations to architecture, and sometimes the architecture in return would inspire you some new themes or new topics or new angles to shoot your pictures. So I think I will do both at the same time.